Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Coach Tiffany Para, editor-in-chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. We are taking center stage today on the Own It Publishing platform. This is our Authors Network Spotlight, and today we have one of the authors from the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse, which is the third and final of the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse anthology trilogy. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my sister on in. What is going on? How are you, sis? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to have you.
I am well. I just want to tell you that I appreciate you for having me be a part of this beautiful collaboration. I don't know if you know, beginning of last year, I believe I made a post and I was saying how don't be ashamed of your story. Other women need to hear it. Okay. You don't know how you can help someone else. In the middle of the year, you reached out to me and I got the chance to do just that. So I am so grateful and I appreciate you.
I'm so excited. And I'm just so grateful that you said yes, because sis, it takes a lot of courage to just jump out there and just share your story. And I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of all the other sisters that have said yes. And we're going to have a really, really good time just getting to know you tonight and just how all this everything came about. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and where you're from and a little bit about what you do.
All right. Tania Ayorinde. I am from New Jersey, born and raised. I'm a single mom, divorcee. I am a herbalist, energy healer, a spiritual life coach, and now I'm co-author.
Yes. I love it. I love it. And look, a woman of many hats. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all, this woman just, she puts the P in positivity. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
Thank you.
You really do. You really do. And I want to just talk a little bit about just this journey, that we've gone on together. We've been together with, for a few months with, some other amazing women that have shared their stories, from trauma to triumph as well. But, in this journey, you're a little different, Tania, because you've had some things that have come your way. And I know, people say when great stuff is about to happen, I mean, when just magnificentness is about to happen, you get hit in all different just ways. So share a little bit about what has happened like since we have started this journey together, because it's just, I mean, it's amazing to me how you've just continued to just thrive. So let's talk about that.
Okay, so when we started this journey, I was in the middle of my divorce. I've got divorced. I relocated. I happened to manifest a new home within 7 days. And in November, just as I'm feeling like, hey, everything is going good, I'm on my way, I end up getting in a car accident.
Mm.
I had quite a few surgeries. However, I was in the hospital still on live, on meetings with you all, with the Girl Powerhouse. Okay. I know that when we are moving in the right direction in our lives and we are transforming and we are becoming the better version of ourselves, that is when the enemy wants to seem to attack.
Yes.
Wants to test our strength, wants to test our resilience, our faith. And I just refused to give in. I refused to give in.
That's right.
So I've been through some things. I've been through a lot of things.
Absolutely.
And I look at everything in a different way now that I've grown and I'm no longer that person when I was going through those things. And I've learned lessons. It was lesson in everything that I went through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not only that, it has helped me become who I am today. It has helped me break the generational patterns within my family.
Yeah.
It has helped me build character, gain confidence. It's helped me see who I've always been. I've always been strong.
That's right. That's right.
And so, things happen,
Yeah.
but you just got to keep on pushing, keep on moving. You can't let it knock you down. And even
Right.
if you trip and you stumble a little, you stand straight up and you stand up tall. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I want to encourage other women and even men to just
Yeah.
keep on going, keep on going.
That's right. That's right. I mean, and it's been just, I mean, I get teary eyed just because I've been here with you going through this, and it's just like, wow, like this woman could have stepped away from this at any moment, but no, she stood strong and said, no, you know what? I'm not gonna let the enemy keep me down. I'm gonna go ahead, and I committed to sharing my story because I think we all kind of know within that our story is not our story. It's someone else's story. It's someone else needs to hear this because of the fact that they're struggling. And they might be struggling with something. I mean, everybody's different, right? I mean, something that's very small to us might be very big to them. But when they hear about the things that we're going through and the things like that you just went through. You got in a car accident and had to go through multiple surgeries, and you kept pushing and you kept going. And you were on live with us. I mean, just as beautiful, just radiant, just smiling. I mean, you never broke that smile. And I mean, it's just so amazing to me and just wow. You're awesome, sis. I mean, just awesome. So, um, I know this journey has been a lot for you though, because of having to just kind of navigate through all this stuff. So let's talk before we get into about the journey of sharing the story. Let's just share just a smidge about what your chapter is in this anthology, Becoming a Girl Powerhouse, Breaking the Mold.
All right. So my title is Ignited Soul,
Mm,
walking within my purpose. So my chapter, I'm just going to give a little bit, but it really goes into me explaining me being in a place where I no longer felt like me. I was in my marriage and I felt like I lost myself.
mm,
I no longer recognized the woman that I looked at in the mirror. I was unhappy. I had compromised myself, to make my husband happy, and I thought that's what I had to do.
mhm.
Um, I was depressed. I gained a lot of weight. I chopped all my locks off. I was bald. I cut them
Wow.
off. I cut them off. I was
Mm,
about 285 pounds.
wow.
And
Mm,
I just looked at myself in the mirror one day and I was like, you know, what's going on?
yeah.
Where you go? Where did you go? And at that time I felt like what I needed to do was just go within. I had to just put me first. I shut myself up in the room for a day. I meditated and I said, you know what? I'm about to do me a fast. And while I fasted, I prayed,
Mhm.
I talked to the divine, I talked to my ancestors, And let me tell you, after those 7 days, I was no longer the same. I
Wow.
had embarked on a spiritual journey and I received an awakening that transformed my life. And it was the best thing that I could have did for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, sometimes we don't think about the things that we need to be doing for ourselves, right, sis? So I commend you for just going through that and taking that step. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back with Miss Tania. I t- Back you're dancing with it. I tell you, big ups to Michelle Mupo with Mupo Entertainment. I absolutely just love those commercials. They keep you just dancing in your seats.
Yes, I was over here moving.
So this is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, our Authors Network Spotlight, and we have author Tania with us tonight from the Girl Powerhouse Network. Excuse me, Girl Powerhouse, Becoming a Girl Powerhouse, Volume 3, Breaking the Mold. So Tania, we were just kind of talking about your chapter and you getting lost, I mean, in your situation with your husband and things like that. And there's a lot of women out there that go through that. And I just, again, I thank you for sharing your story because I really feel that it will help, some people, even men, that are stuck and, not being able to be themselves and be authentic and true to themselves. You've been able to rise above that and get out of that to be your true authentic self. So again, I do commend you.
Appreciate you.
Yes. So let's talk about the experience that you have had in this anthology project. I mean, there are quite a few women in the project. There's, I think, 16 total. Yeah, there's 16 total authors in the project. And anthologies can be a little different already. You've got a lot of different personalities, a lot of different things going on, just life for everybody involved as well. So just share a little bit about, this experience with the Girl Powerhouse and with the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse anthology, how it's been for you so far, just this whole experience.
Okay, so this is my first time ever doing something like this. Always knew I wanted to write. I wanted to be an author, and I put that on my vision board early of 2023. Okay, so this has been beautiful. It's like a sisterhood, honestly. We have our meetings, little check-ins, and when I don't make a meeting, I feel like I miss something missing. Because every time I get on a meeting, I feel so good. Like, girl, you need to be on every meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we be life and life happens. So sometimes I miss a couple, but every time I get on with the ladies, I have a wonderful time. It's truly been a blessing to me. I've met some beautiful women and we talk outside of you know the the sisterhood that we have with the meetings and everything. We keep contact, we check on each other, and it's just like, wow, like it feels good to know that I have genuine people
Yeah.
around me. It's good to know that because as women Women love competing.
Right.
Feel like they gotta be, yes, compete with one another. And I love women. And I just say, if you can push away the competition, the competitiveness, and collaborate,
Yes.
oh, oh, it would be
Yes.
such a beautiful thing. And this has
Yes.
been beautiful. And as women, we withhold power.
Yeah.
We really withhold power. And if we can all just get together and speak with one another on a different level, surely we will see that we have more in common than we ever knew.
That's right. That's right. We're
And,
all, we're all.
we can make things happen.
Yeah, we
So
can.
this right here has been a collaboration that I am so happy to be a part of. And I
Oh,
appreciate you for giving me the opportunity. Because you the bomb to me. Like, you just wonderful. Like, your spirit and your energy, that
thank you.
smile, I love it. Like, I love it. And every time you and I speak, we always have a good time.
We do.
And
We
that's
do.
what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I think
about
really that's what life's
interest.
about, right? And
Yes,
that collaboration, like you said, it's like we need more of that collaboration. And not that divide. I mean, not that competition, because we all have
yes.
special gifts, talents, and abilities that we all can tap into and we all can share with each other so we can help the greater good. I mean, and just like we are right now, sharing our stories because there's other
Yes,
women out there that need to hear it, because they need to hear that they can get to the other side too. We did it,
absolutely.
and if we can do it, you can too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm so stoked to have you in the sisterhood. And I think it's really a movement for us. I think, as I get to know all you sisters, even, especially in this last book, we are really out there trying to collaborate with other women and trying to bring other women into that group, because it is an authentic and true sisterhood. So I love that you're a part of it. So thank you so much.
I thank
So
you.
Tania, let's talk a little bit. So you 3 girls, correct?
I have 3 girls, 1 boy.
And 1 boy. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're an author. You got a lot of stuff going on right now. You're healing. Let's talk about self-care. I want to talk
Mm.
about self-care. That is something that I like to dig into sometimes. What does
Mhm.
self-care look like for you when you get a chance to just take that moment to just what does that look like?
Self-care to me is definitely alone time. And when I'm alone, I go within. Like, it's no interruptions. I don't want my phone ringing, no TVs. I want alone time. I want to be able to be alone and connect with the divine,
Yeah.
And I have conversations with the divine, and I have conversations with my ancestors, and I fast and I pray. And that's what I do for me. That's what always keeps me going. When I feel like my world is going upside down, or I feel like I'm being attacked spiritually, I instantly shut down. I shut down, I go
Mhm.
within, and I listen. I listen. I ask God to guide me and give me clarity on what's going on. Open my eyes so I can see, my ears so that I may be able to hear.
Yeah.
And I spend that time alone, and I gain all the things that I needed to help me rise out of the emotion that I'm dealing with at that time. So that's self-care for me. It's
Yeah. No,
just
I love
going
being able to
within,
going within and just shutting it all down.
going
And it's so
within.
hard. It's so hard sometimes to do that. So, because we've got just so much stuff going on. But we're going to cut to another quick commercial break, and we will be right back with Author Tania. Be right back.
Hey.
I just love that commercial. That is Upscale Online Biz Solutions. I just love them. Big ups to Charles over there at Upscale. If you are looking for commercials, if you are looking for editing, any types of things when it comes to just really helping yourself to elevate with that brand, definitely connect with Charles with Upscale Biz Online Solutions. All right, all right. So we are back. This is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine. We have our Authors Network Spotlight with our author Tania from the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse anthology and the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse Network. Okay, because look, you stuck in the sisterhood. Okay, you can't go nowhere. I just love your energy, sis. I really do, because you just,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So tell me something. So what was the hardest thing like in this project and just really like getting everything out, getting it done? Like what was the hardest part for you?
The hardest part for me was the beginning part. It was trying to figure out what I wanted to write about. I didn't want to give too much because I do have plans on writing my memoir this year. So I just wanted to give a chapter. That's what I wanted to give. Um, and the author editor, that's Coach LT. Coach LT, she really helped me figure out what to write.
Yeah.
And I just want to let you know this. Like, I wrote my chapter in a day. I had my children go to school and I started writing before they left. And they were walking through the door. I was finishing up.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing was just learning, figuring out what I wanted to write.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing,
Wow.
the hardest thing.
Well, see, that's why we have people like Coach LT in the platform, because you always need someone just to help to just bring it out just a little bit, someone to ask you those questions and just kind of fish around a little bit and really just ignite some of those things in you that maybe haven't been touched in a while. So
It was great. It was very great. Yeah, she's the author coach, right? Yeah, she's the author coach.
yeah, she's the book coach. Yep.
Yeah, the coach. And
Yes.
yeah, she did a good job. She did a good
Yes,
job.
yes. No, big ups to Coach LT. Big ups to our editor, Laquita. She's also one of our
Yes.
authors as well, and she will be joining us in another interview coming up as well. So I'm just excited to, again, have all you ladies with us here and just to see you all kind of grow through this process as well. I mean, because there are some of you that I knew even, like you and I, we met and it was like we already started going into this. There's some others that I knew before, I kind of knew their
Mm-hmm.
their story, and just watching them be able to just get it out and watch them, have that sense of release and relief right? Because it really is weight off your shoulders when you're able to just share that little bit of truth from yourself, and I know that some of these stories are very deep. Some of them are possibly going to hurt some feelings, but that's okay, because those are the good stories. I mean, there's people out there that need to understand that, hey, you know what? There was something that maybe they did in a person's life that had an impact, and whether it be positive or negative, and it's negative a lot of these stories, but hey, they need to know these things. They need to know them.
Listen, Tiffany, that was the last thing I was worried about, was how somebody was going to feel when they read my story. That was the last thing I was worried about, because it's my story. Okay, it's coming from you. Understand what I'm saying? It's my
story.
So that's worried about, for real.
And that's where you need to be, is right where you were. But there are so many people that, I mean, and I will say, including myself, in certain things that I have written, it's like, ooh, do I want to say that? But then it's like, nope, it's my story. I'm gonna say
that's right. That's my story, and can't nobody tell it better than me. Okay, it's mine. I have to give Laquita. I have to give her, because she's a wonderful editor, and I loved her feedback. I got it a little confused. The author editor, yeah. So the author Coach LT, and Laquita, the editor. You got everything. Everything just was beautiful. Everything was packaged just beautiful for us to do our chapters.
Awesome. I'm glad. I'm just so happy to hear that. And again, I'm just so glad that you've been a part of this. So share just a little bit of words of wisdom, or maybe some words of encouragement for someone out there that, has a story and they're thinking about sharing it, but they're on that fence and they're just trying to decide. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are playing that game of double dutch, right, Sid? Where they're just doing this.
Yeah.
So how is it, right? So, like, just give a little words of wisdom, some encouragement on how they can go ahead and get in and start just going.
You got to, but you got to jump out the box. Jump out your comfort zone. Jump out your comfort zone. Yes. All right. If you got to stand in the mirror and pump yourself up, that's what you do. You be your own hype man. Yes. That's what you do. Because your trials, your tribulations, they may be yours. However, you're not the only person going through that stuff, sis. You know what I'm saying? So share your story to uplift, encourage, and inspire other women to want to share their story as well.
Yes. I'm telling you, your story is not your story. That is what we try to say right here. And it is a message to all that you are not alone.
You're not alone
in this journey called life.
You're not alone at all. And that's why I try to remind people of, when I make my videos on social media, you're not alone.
That's right.
You'll be surprised who done been through what you've been through, and they just waiting on you.
Okay. Just to step on out.
That's right. To share your story.
Yes.
And it becomes like a domino effect. You uplift and you spend the next year. I love it. I love it. That's when the collaborations start to happen.
That's right. It's a mission. It's a mission. So, Tania, I just want to thank you so much again for joining us, on this mission to share our stories, and just joining us in, on the show and talking a little bit about sharing a little bit about you, about your chapter. So before we end tonight, today, I just want to let's share a little bit about, your coaching and what you do there and just how people can connect with you if they would like to work with you.
All right. So my coaching is Restoration with Tania. I'm all about the transformation. I help women transform their lives. I help them transform their mindset. We all had conditioned mindsets. We were conditioned when we got here. We came here with free will. We got conditioned. Okay. That leads to limited beliefs, lack mindset. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm also into breaking generational patterns. And some people say curses, whatever you want to call it. All right. Because things trickle down from generation to generation. And a lot of it is unhealed trauma, childhood trauma, things that have not been acknowledged, understood, and released.
Yeah.
So I help women go within themselves, acknowledge, understand, and release, break the generational patterns and transform their lives and become the best versions of themselves. I am on Facebook, Tania Ayorinde. I am on TikTok, Tania Ayorinde. And you can find me on YouTube at Mystical Woman, MYSTIKALWOMBMAN. If you want to set up an appointment, calendly.com at Tania Ayorinde. Awesome. And my email is mastermanifest@TaniaAyorinde.com.
Very good. Well, there you have it. Y'all got every way to contact Tania Ayorinde. Okay, so she is here to help you transform and really, again, have that positive mindset so you can move forward in life and just start to just shut off all those self-limiting beliefs and all those different things that to you, right? And just to help you to become the best version of you. So, Tania, again, I want to thank you so much. Everyone, I want to thank you all for joining us today and get to know Tania a little bit more. And you have all the information to contact her. Also, she's going to be in the Phoenix Fitness Fanatic magazine for the next 6 months. So if you have not subscribed, you definitely want to subscribe so you can see some of her content as well. We love you so much, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Thank you for having me, Tiffany.
You're welcome. Bye.
To the next level.